Mikey, the fifth of the 10, served his mission in the West Indies. Let's hear from Mikey.
As far as I can remember, growing up, she always mentioned and emphasized the little things in life, especially humility. I can always remember from even as a young boy in sports or in anything that I was doing, she always remembered and always had us remember to give thanks to God for everything that we had and everything that we accomplished. Like even in like track meets or things when we did well, she would always remind us, instead of saying like it was you, always remembered us to attribute it to Heavenly Father, and she always emphasized faith. She always demonstrated faith to us, and we saw it in her life and in her example all the time.
So faith, humility, gratitude were all important attributes.
And it was never like she would always be teaching it to us or think. It was always that she would show us and
she lived it
and remind us. Absolutely.
What a great lady.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mikey, in what ways has your mother influenced you personally?
I had an experience in junior high. I've been thinking about this, but she taught us integrity as well. And this is an example. It was Halloween in junior high when I was in 7th grade. I was with my friends, and we would rush to each door. And one of the doors we went to, we ended up actually breaking a screen door. It shattered, and we ran away. We were scared, and never actually faced like telling the guy that we had broken his window. And he came out terrified, thinking someone had like tried to rob him or things like that. And I came home later that night and told my mom about the experience. And little did I know that she was gonna, the next day when I was driving to school, made me go back and apologize. She told me to find the guy's house, and we were driving to school, and I had no idea. She surprised me doing this, and we drove to his house. She said, "Where's his house? Let's go. You need to go tell him sorry that you did this because you didn't mean to." And I remember being terrified, but we drove up to his house. I knocked on his door and apologized to him. It was, I mean, I would have done that. I would have just let it slide and continue on, and he would never have known, and I would never have known. But he was relieved that it was just a 7th grader. We were just being silly, just racing to the door. But it really was a good experience to me to really face doing the right thing and having integrity. So that carried on to, everything, serving a mission. It was easy to do the right thing and be a good missionary.
Good teaching from you, Mom, on integrity.
I remember that. In fact, they missed the bus.
Oh.
I did. I had hoped I was going to take them after school, but luckily they missed the bus that morning. Oh, guess what? I'm driving you, and so we're doing it this morning. But he was so afraid to go up to that door. But it was a good experience for the guy, because him and his wife were there, and they were an older couple, and they had been downstairs, and it sounded just like, they felt like, oh no, what has this world come to?
They probably didn't sleep
and Halloween,
all night.
oh, they were so upset. And when we came, the guy got teary and said, "Thank you so much," because he goes, "I really thought the worst." He goes, "Thanks for coming and saying it was just an accident." And Mikey's like, "I want to pay for it." And he was like, "You know what? Hold on a second." And he left the door, came back, and he said, "You didn't get your candy when you came."
Oh.
So he came up. He says, "Please don't worry about it. You made my day. I know now that the world hasn't gotten that crazy."
Right.
But no, but Mikey Mikey's a sweetheart, and he is, I might have guided him in that one time, but he truly, more than anyone I know almost, he truly likes to, he always tries to be so kind to everyone. He's just such a giving person. So, and he did have a lot of success in track. He won 3 state championships his junior year. He was the 1 in the 200 state champion in track.
Uh-huh.
And then his brothers You know, if you're great, people will see. You don't have to go around and tell everyone and be all boastful. So hopefully that's stuck because it's right on the wall. And the kids since have given me that